Imagine transforming a tiny piece of space into a thriving oasis of fresh homegrown food. If that sounds like you, then watch this entire video because I will take you through key important steps that you can take today to start growing your own homegrown food on a budget the simple and easy way. I will showcase how even the smallest spaces can be transformed into productive gardens. Welcome to the tiny plot revolution. In this simple example, I just want to show you guys what is possible to grow in a tiny space. This is all food right here, and it's in this cage, which is about 5 feet across in width and 8 feet long. This is a total of about 40 square feet in total. So if you have a balcony, maybe a small backyard, just a tiny space in general, I mean, you can grow an abundance of food in a tiny space with the right setup. Just regular moving containers right here that I planted all sweet potatoes. These are 3 different varieties of sweet potatoes right here on the left. And then I got ginger right there all the way back at the end, across all the way. That's all ginger. And then coming this way on the right, this is all turmeric. All turmeric. And usually I have the middle is my walk space where I leave it clear so I can just walk all the way to the back. But I had to bring these guys in recently they were getting sunburnt from the sun outside. I put a few things to kind of bring in a little bit more shade. They're doing great in here. They're just all happy. But this is chocolate sapote. This is regular white sapote that I started from seed. And they're just doing so happy in here. In this space, this is all shipping containers, pretty much. So if you want to grow food on a budget, it is definitely possible, you know. So I got like 2 containers back there with the ginger. And then these are all containers right here with the turmeric, as you can see. And then this one right here is just an old sink. Like a plastic sink thing, real thick, nice and heavy duty. But this is definitely showing you what is possible on a budget. You can definitely do it, guys. If you haven't seen my other video in this series of how to grow your own food at home on a budget, then I'll leave a link above for the first episode. If you've been wanting to grow your own food recently, then I'm just confirming to you, right now is the best time. So you can definitely do it on a budget if you want. And this is a great example. Lucky if I invested $50 into this entire garden, considering that I got some of the plastic containers for free. And then I bought some soil, fertilizer. That was about it, honestly. I just bought soil and fertilizer, and I pretty much got the containers for free. I was able to trade with other people to get, you know, certain varieties of turmeric, ginger, and even sweet potatoes. So in growing your own food, definitely trade with other people if you can. If you have friends or family that are already gardening or growing food, then go check them out. You know, maybe you can get a cutting or 2 from them, or even some seeds. So definitely trade with people, friends and family, whoever. Local communities within your area, I would definitely be trading, because you could grow your own stuff eventually and then, you know, take some cuttings and stuff and share with other people also. And this will produce an enormous amount of food to just show you the potential of what you can do in your own backyard, in your own back porch, whatever small space that you have. You can grow an enormous amount of food with the right setup on a budget. This will definitely give me multiple pounds of food. But the cool thing after too is that once you harvest, say like ginger, once you harvest ginger and you have maybe too much for yourself, now you can trade with other people. Maybe somebody else grows strawberries, pears, or apples, or something that you like. You can always ask people to barter, trade with them. It's awesome. If not, you can always slice them up, grind them up, and freeze them if you needed to. Another key point and important thing I wanted to talk about is the environmental impact that this has on our planet. If more and more people started growing, even starting off with small gardens like this, we would have so much less of a carbon footprint on this planet. One of the biggest keys to sustainability is just keeping it simple. You know, if you've been wanting to start a garden and start growing your own food, then I advise just to keep everything as simplistic as possible and grow the foods that you love, right? If you like certain things, sweet potatoes, corn, berries, pears, apples, whatever it is, make sure you are growing that food with the space that you have. If you have a big backyard, then go for it and grow a whole entire fruit orchard. If you have a tiny space though, grow all the things that you absolutely love. Is it tomatoes? Is it kale? Is it garlic, chives, onions? You know, whatever it is, then grow those things. And even herbs. What type of herbs do you like? You know, do you like rosemary, basil, thyme, cilantro, parsley? Whatever it is, make sure you're growing those things because you can definitely pull it off. Another quick thing I wanted to tell you is that even in this cage right here, if I had racks, say a second level right here, I could grow almost double the amount of food in this space. So I highly advise, if you can get, you know, those racks that they have, metal racks, and some of them got the wheels, you can roll them around. Those are pretty great to start your own garden. Definitely look in Craigslist, Facebook Marketplace, places like this. You can find those used racks for quite cheap. Some people give them away for free. Oh man, you could almost double the amount that I have right now. And I tried to fit racks in this cage, but the ones that I have, they couldn't fit. They were a little too big. I do have some racks actually right around the corner, and I am growing my herbs on them. So I will show you what I got growing on my metal racks in the next episode. And the fifth key point is personal growth and well-being. All I can say is from personal experience that when you start gardening, I find for me, it helps to reduce stress. It's just healthy for your emotional well-being. Because a lot of people got busy lives and they're running all over the place, you know, in a hurry to get nowhere fast. Coming out into your garden, mini garden, whatever you have, even if it's just a container or two, doing a little bit of weeding, pruning, things like this will definitely help your mental and emotional well-being. And then as you take care of your plants, once it comes time to harvest, oh boy, you're gonna be so glad that you spent that 50, 100 bucks, maybe even 200 bucks on your little mini garden, and the risk to reward will be pure gold in the end. It is totally worth it. Okay, just to recap real quick, the 5 important key points that we were talking about in this video is 1, the power of small spaces, right? So the potential of what you can potentially grow in a small space. 2 is budget. How do you pull this off on a budget, right? There's a lot of resources out there. Use Craigslist, Facebook, social media, things like this to find great deals on containers, pots. Stay tuned actually for my upcoming episode. So number 3 is the environmental impact that you have. You just become much more sustainable once you start growing your own food. It's definitely a good first step to get into sustainability. And the 4th key point is community and connection. Connecting with people who already grow food or garden. You can barter, trade what you grow, or if you're just starting off, other people can give you cuttings. They can give you certain varieties of fruits or vegetables or herbs or whatever you're growing. So definitely look at community and the connection that you have with others, friends and family, and even strangers, honestly. And the 5th important key point is personal growth and emotional well-being. Once you start gardening and growing your own food, you'll find out that when you're stressed out, just come out into your garden and start weeding, pruning, harvesting. A lot of your stresses will start melting away as you work out in the garden and with nature. And that was the 5 important key points. I came across a mini story that I wrote down, and I'm going to read it to you right now. Meet Hannah, a city dweller with a small backyard. Feeling disconnected from nature and concerned about the cost of groceries, she decides to take a leap of faith and start a garden. With limited space and a tight budget, Hannah faces numerous challenges, but with determination and creativity, she discovers the incredible potential of her tiny plot. As Hannah turns her backyard into a productive garden, growing everything from juicy tomatoes to fragrant herbs, she learns to compost, upcycle, and attract beneficial insects. Along the way, she not only saves money, but also experiences the joy of growing her own food and connecting with nature. This story is dedicated to any of you who need some motivation right now. Believe in yourself, take the first few steps, and everything will work out great. So what are you waiting for? Whether you have a small backyard, a balcony, or even a window sill, there's always room to grow. Join the movement and start growing your own food. You will experience the joy, satisfaction, and sustainability of homegrown gardening. Watch this video right here, where I show you how to take your first simple steps in getting started.